Greetings, my name is Martin, I'm a 3D artist and WoW player, and I was actually about to go to bed when I saw that the new trading post item news were out, and so I decided to start a recording because I actually in the future want to look at those the first time and film kind of my reaction to it or say a couple of words about it. We'll see how it turns out. So without further ado, this is the Eye of Kilrock, let's look into that. December's trading post is cool as ice. Now apparently we get some type of icy scarab mount, which looks pretty cool. The blue set I think we already have, so that's not new, but yeah, let's look into it. Brave the chill and explore a trove of frozen treasures when you visit the December trading post. Complete a flurry of wintry activities to earn this month's reward, the Sapphire Resonating Crystal. And welcome the jeweled Sapphire Scarab mount to your stable. Visit TNW, Tawny and Wilder just outside the Mage District in Stormwind, or the Zenshiri trading post next to Gromash Hold in Orgrimmar to check out all the latest items they have available. Players can also visit the trading post in the capital city of Donegal, the foregrounds on the Isle of Dorm, where representatives of both Tawny and Wilder and the Zenshiri trading post are open for business. Check out what's in stock for December. Now, first we have this type of moose, which definitely gives us like Tuskar fishing vibes. We have the fishes back here. The antlers look pretty cool in this frozen style. Also got some cloth and furry bits on it, so that's a pretty neat design. I like it. We got the fishes, of course, the fishes in the bucket. That's really well made. I like it a lot. I don't think we've had anything like this before. So that's really nice. And that's the set we're getting with it. We also get our little companion with antlers on top of it. That's also quite cute. The transmog itself looks pretty nice for a winter set. Not super goofy or anything. I think you can perfectly use some of these pieces, especially on a class I think like a hunter, maybe rogue, if that's a unique style you're going for. Maybe also a mage or other cloth classes. I think it's pretty much on the friendlier side of things, so I probably wouldn't put it on a Death Knight or Warlock, but it's overall a pretty nice set. I like the design. I like the couple of little details like the snowflakes, the fur bits on the hood. I'm not sure about the boots. The boots look a little bit weird, not only in shape but also the textures look pretty washed out, so hopefully this will get a little bit more work in the final version. We also have the scrolls over here on the side, which give it a little bit of scholar vibes. That's actually pretty neat. I really like it. To see some actually new pieces and not just recolors on the trading post. So the mount will be called the Kaluak Cresthorn. The Tuskar do not call these Cresthorn Kaluak to claim them, but as a warning, they will not tolerate any more loss to poachers seeking their unique antlers. And the Noble Winters collection, and the bundled up Bob, which will be our little pet. Once native to the northern regions of the Eastern Kingdoms, this species of seal is now only common in Northrend after being hunted for food and leather during the Second War. Well, understandable, and I think we're all really glad that they managed to escape to the, well, let's say a little bit questionable safety of Northrend, so we can have them as pets now. Cute little fellow. Next up we have the Winter Witches attire, which I think is not new. No? Is it a new witch? I'm not really up to date with all the witches. I'm not very interested in the witch designs. Those are, for my personal taste, a little bit too goofy. The Skyfox is definitely a cool mount. Of course, again, depending on the type of character you're going for, it's obviously also on the little more light-hearted, cute side of things, and maybe not the preferable mount for the Death Knight Warlock kind of stuff, but it's a proper mount. I like it. The witch set, well, to each their own. For weapons, we have a frozen wand of the Ice Queen, a frozen dirk of the Ice Queen. So we have frozen weapons, and also shown together with the Azure Sweatsuit, which will be the latest Sweatsuit edition. Yeah, I think those look pretty nice. I think the theme is, I mean, it's fitting for the season, obviously, but I don't see a whole lot of characters really making use of these frost things. I mean, on a frost mage, obviously, you can go for the wand, and for the dagger, I think it's a dagger. For the dagger, you may find some sort of rogue concept that you can go for. If it's a one-hander, maybe Frost DK, but again, it doesn't really look very DK-like. And then we have the Frozen Great Axe of the Frostwolf, and that thing looks really neat, as well as the Warglaives of the North. So you can go for a completely frozen Demon Hunter, and the other one will definitely be a great choice for classes like Warrior or obviously the Frost Death Knight. And now let's see what else we're about to get. So that will be the Crest Horn, the Sky Fox, and the Pet. And down here all the other transmog options. I'm just going to click through all of them and we will look at them one by one. So here we have our moose in 3D. Let's also look at the other side. Okay, here we have a little lantern, so we can also go fishing by night. And up here, this little thing in the shape of a fish is something I also haven't seen in the initial picture. That's also a very neat detail. I really like this mount. I don't really know if I'm going to use it a whole lot, because I wouldn't really know which one of my characters would fit this type of style, but I really like the design of this mount. So for everyone who enjoys a little bit of Tuskar vibes, who enjoys this type of mount, the more cozy vibes, the fishing village vibes, this is an amazing mount. I like it really, really much. Next up we have the fox. I think this is a new color, I am not entirely sure. I'm also not really up to date with all the fox variants. I think I have a more purple one in my collection. This one is still a little bit purple, but also majorly blue. Yeah, it's on the cute side, it's a fox, it's a fun mount, definitely something you can get. Then our little seal friend with the antlers for the season. Big claws, gotta say. But yeah, super cute mount. I mean, the baby seals I think are always among the cutest, like even animals in nature and as pets in WoW. They also work absolutely perfectly, and I think the style of the clothing he's wearing is also pretty much the same as this month's transmog set, so those fit perfectly. Here we have the Trapper boots. It's a set of purpley blue boots with a little bit of fur on them, not super high resolution, just a textured piece of boots. Then we have the wintry hat with a little bit on top here. Then we get the light blue version of this cloak. You can always see it. You can also see it in the screenshot of this character. Also a quiver, the blue version of the hood alongside the mask, the Azure Sweatsuit, and we also get the Alliance and probably also the Horde earmuffs back. There they are. The version for the Horde. Then of course we can't go another month without a raincoat, so this month of course it is also the blue version. And this month's transmog set now on the male human. I think it did suit the female character a little bit better, Also have tons of clipping going on with the scrolls on the side as well as with the cloak. I hope this will be maybe solved a little bit better in the final version that goes live. But yeah, I think it's definitely a fun set. I think the boots look better than in the screenshot we saw earlier. The rest of the set is probably pretty much the same. And yeah, as I already said, it's a more light-hearted set for lighter armor classes. I probably wouldn't play it on my Warlock, I probably wouldn't put it on my DK, but on a Hunter, some sort of rogue, mages, this is a really nice set. At least some pieces of it will definitely find use, so I think I'm going to get this set this month. We also have the glowing eyes with it. It's something they've been doing a lot recently. Also with the upcoming tier sets. If you're interested in looking at the upcoming tier sets and haven't seen my video about those, I'll make sure to link them to you. In those videos, I'll be analyzing the sets a little bit more, not just chat about them very briefly as I do now, but go a little bit more into the depth behind the individual sets. Then the Sky Witch set, very weird shoes, and of course maybe not the perfect character to show the set on, but this is what you're about to get. Here we have a blue shining book as an offhand. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to be held. Most of the time we have these grips. The actual just raw books I think we haven't seen in a while. They were around in Classic, I think in Burning Crusade, but after that, a very rare occurrence, so maybe this is going to be one of them. With the blue and with the diamond, it comes with a little bit of Thragar vibes, so it goes well with the blue crystal set we already have. So this will be an offhand to go with that. And then we have a high elf version of it. That's very interesting. Having high elf transmog available is, I think, something we don't see a whole lot. I really like the design of this, and I really wonder what it's going to look like in game. Then we get the Sapphire Scarab Bulwark, which will be a shield, obviously. I mean, the blue and gold makes it pretty much an alliance pick, and I'm also not really sure what it's about with the Scarab now. I think we have the Ankiraj anniversary anytime soon, but yeah, bit of an unusual pick. And with the alliance color and the Scarab, like, are alliance now servants of Cthulhu? I mean, I don't doubt it. The Frozen Wand I think is a really cool design. I like it a lot. If I were to play Frost Mage, I definitely want this. And I do consider playing Frost Mage in the future a little bit more, so I might get this one, because I really like it. And then we have the Icy Dagger for the Icy Rogues, or also, of course, other casters who can wear the dagger. Again, the Frost Mage would be an option, even though I actually prefer the wand design over this dagger. The Frozen Warglaves look really cool. I really like this design. I do not really get the idea behind this frozen stuff for the Demon Hunter. I don't really see the connection there, but I think people will come up with some really cool ideas to use this in a transmog. The Frost Marshal's Carbine. Now it's a little bit more on the purple side. You got a little bit of writing on the barrels. And a little token back here. Not sure what it is. Some miniature skull or something. But it's a fun design. Then of course we have the Sky Witch's wand, also in blue and a little bit icy, as well as the Sky Witch's staff. Then the Frozen Great Axe, and I mean, it is a great axe. Can't say a whole lot about it. It is a great axe, and I mean, honestly, for a Frosty K, this thing is pretty much a must-have. And I think also for some warrior transmogs, this can work really, really well. Then we got the Aegis of Yuletide. so the Christmas version. Now again, these kind of goofy seasonal stuff, it's usually nothing I care for a whole lot, but if this is your type of thing, I think it would actually work probably pretty well as an ornament on the wall in housing. So if that's an option, I have no clue about housing because it's also something I do not care about at all. But if you can put shields on the wall, and I think we had that even in that intro video all that time ago at this point. But if you can do that, putting that on your wall, I think is fun for the season. I give him that. Then there's the lovely airy longbow. The tree topper, which I think we had last year. Or at least something like it. I do not remember the snowball down here. The candied knife with the same little piece down here. I'm really not sure. I'm sure we had something like it, but I'm not sure if it was those. And then, of course, also the big version. I think the overall design of the sword is actually pretty nice. I'd love to see it in a not so festive version. Yeah, it is fun. It can be fun, people can have fun. It's not my style, it's not what I care for. But if you want the bells on your sword, this is your chance. The Cheerbringer XL, that I'm pretty sure I've seen last year. So yeah, that's probably not the kind of gift you want to get in your face, but it is an option. And last but not least, we have the candied blades, which look like this. So for your festive rogue business, you have this option. And then of course, last but not least, all the way down, this will be this month's mount, the Jeweled Sapphire Scarab. It's also fun, but I also don't care a whole lot for the Scarab family as mounts. I think I've gotten one because it had like a really funny shiny effect on it, but that one looks rather basic and very wintry, and I'm also not much of a winter person, to be entirely honest. So the less winter I have in my gaming escapism, the better it is. And that's it for the month of December. I am a big fan of the moose, the transmog and the pet. I'll probably also get the frozen wand as well as the axe. As much as I love the design of the warglaive, I don't see myself ever using it, so I think I'm gonna pass on that one until we get undead demon hunters, I guess. And all of that seasonal stuff I honestly do not really care about. Yeah, the books, I'm not really sure about. Like High Elf and Dwarf, but yeah. That's it with the video. Thank you very much for watching it all the way to the end. Now today this was a very spontaneous action. I'll see if I'll lean a little more into design details in the next month and just show a picture of the stuff I don't care for as much. I'll see how I'll handle that. Feel free to leave some feedback down in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and want to support what I am doing here on this pretty new channel. And of course, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe. Also, click the little bell button. It helps me a lot. Yeah. And this was the Eye of Kilrock. See you next time.